this is SizzleCaster.com. Turn your passion into your personal brand. And this is actually part 2 of my interview and the story of Joan Gale Frank and HomeSeller's Blues. This is another profiles in personal branding that I do, and interviewing people all about their successful personal brand. And Joan Gale Frank has a great personal brand success story, because the stories are what get us to move forward. We hear other people tell their stories about how they succeeded, and that can help all of us turn our passion into our personal brand. So here you are. I think you're still here.
I am still
We're
here.
still in the same outfits. Yes, this is the second part as we sit here and talk to Joan Gale Frank from in Portland, Oregon, where
But it's still raining.
And it's still raining. So what we were talking about in the last part was your whole story about how you came to create HomeSeller's Blues, the ebook, now turning into a book, and you were talking about getting the book out there, which is always, it's a hard part, because you create something and then so many of us ask, well, okay, now what do I do? Well, in this new age of the internet, there's a lot we can do, but there's a lot we still don't know, about, and a lot of people don't know these great ways to distribute our content. So let's just kind of backtrack a little bit and pick up from that part where you sent out your press release after you finished your book.
Okay, I wrote a press release, 400 words, and the point of it was to let people know that I have discovered a cure for the HomeSeller's Blues.
Okay, that's clever. So did you, by the way, when you wrote that, Gail, did you craft it, did you take a long time to craft it so that it was an attention getter?
Yes, it had. I knew it had to be. If I approached it like the other things that are out there now, like how to add curb appeal to your house, how to do renovations, that's out there already. I really did absolutely have to look for something that wasn't out there.
Okay.
That was a slant that had not been done. And in order to get the attention. And it was absolutely true, because when I went first looking for information to help me solve my HomeSeller's Blues, there was nothing out there. Nothing. I could get on the internet and do searches, and there's a support group for practically anything and everything in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Support
group, but not for HomeSellers. Well, actually, there needs to be. Well, maybe you can start that. Maybe that'll be your next endeavor.
It is on my blog, and I was looking around realizing, isn't this amazing? There is so much information on how to break up or separate from a spouse, for example, but nothing on how to separate from your house.
I love it. That's so great. So, okay, I love this. What did you do then? So you wrote the press release, you wrote it in a clever way. So these are great tips for you to turn your passion into your personal brand and how to stand out, because you do have to think about those ways and be genuine, which this is really who you are. I mean, just the way you're talking about it is very much in line with who you are.
Experience.
Like your sense of humor and your sense of the experience of the world, right? The way you see the world.
Right.
So breaking up a house, breaking up with the house, breaking up with the spouse.
How do you break up with your house?
I love it. So, okay, you get that finished, and then what happens? What do you do?
Well, I woke up the morning of the press release. It broke on Eastern Coast first. It would be 8 o'clock Eastern time, 5 o'clock Pacific time.
And sorry, I just need to, can you just repeat how you sent it out? What you went online and you found these press release agencies or whatever you call them?
They have press release distribution companies now online that will distribute your press release for you. And this one in particular, called ereleases.com, had a special deal that particular day that I was getting ready to think about how am I going to release this press release. Special deal it was about $179, and they sent it out to thousands of channels in the media. And it was a complete experiment. I have to say. I had no idea what was going to happen, and I thought, I'm going to just put it out there and test the market to see the interest.
You're so brilliant. I love this. You see why I have her on here as a perfect example of a personal brand, a real success. This is what we have to do. These are the things we need to do.
Well, also I have to say, you could say I kind of cheated because I have 25 years of marketing experience behind me working for all size companies.
Well, okay, let's say if you don't. So if you don't have marketing experience, you find somebody who knows about it. And it's different now, right, Gail? Because now you don't need to have 25 years of marketing experience. You can reach out much more quickly.
Oh, absolutely. Right? And if you have an unusual message and differentiate yourself because you're doing something that no one else has done, you don't need 25 experiences. You need no experience. You just need to be able to communicate it. And nowadays, with the digital revolution the way it is, you could communicate it firsthand yourself directly to the world.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. This is so exciting. It's such an exciting time to be creative. And so you wake up. I love this. You wake up Sunday morning. You get your cup of coffee, you go to your computer.
Yeah.
And then...
I looked at my email inbox, and there from e-releases, they do a sampling of the number of links that have already picked it up.
Okay.
And I start scrolling down and down and down and realize, oh my God, it's already been picked up by 60, 70 different sites.
That's fantastic.
And the other thing you could do, you could set Google alerts for anything you want, so that anything that comes through, any new website.
Like mentioning HomeSeller's Blues.
Right, mentioning HomeSeller's Blues will come right into my email inbox. So it did. So I got to see throughout the day and every day.
How exciting. Was that just so exciting?
Oh, it is wonderful because here... It seems like as an entrepreneur, you're always pushing the snowball uphill yourself.
Yes.
And here, all of a sudden, all these people are helping you push your snowball faster and faster and faster.
And this is why this is a very exciting time to create our personal brands, because this can happen. This is within your reach.
Twitter, Facebook, all the different social media now help you push your snowball along for you because they pick up on it, they're interested in it, and especially if it's a useful thing if you have a, whatever it is you're doing and it ties into the news of what is going on now. What is needed right now. Right, the current,
staying current is helpful. Yeah, that's a really good point. So let's cut to the chase and tell us now so all these people picked it up, and then what happened? You had a key
breakthrough.
Key breakthrough, your first step.
Well, one of the things that happened in this last week is I was in my bedroom. I was not in my office. I work from my house. And I heard my cell phone mumbling in my purse, my zippered purse. I could just hear it, and I thought, that sounds like my cell phone. And so I ran over to it and got it and realized that it was a reporter from the Chicago Tribune.
Wow.
Calling because she had read the press release.
And she found it through Yahoo Finance, right? Wasn't that your first big step?
She found it, yes, I believe it was through Yahoo Finance that she picked up the press release, but it was in so many other links.
Okay.
It could have been another place in which she found it.
Okay.
But she found the press release, read it, and realized, okay, here is something that has not been done that definitely addresses something that's happening right now. So she called me and asked for an interview, and we did a wonderful interview. And supposedly, if the world goes as we expect, Sunday morning, which is September 19th, there'll be an article written in the real estate section about HomeSeller's Blues.
In the Chicago Tribune,
yes.
Sunday paper.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited for you, and I'm so excited for you to share your story, because I think so many people will be really inspired to go out and create their personal brand with the passion that they have, or passions. I mean, you've had other stories and other books that you've published, and so it is possible. It's possible. And so what we'll do is I'll have to interview you again. There will have to be a part 3, because I know there's a part 3 to this story that's going to come up as soon as she gets in the Chicago Tribune. I think there'll be more things. So from sitting at your desk, from not being able to sell your house, to selling your house, to writing your ebook, and then putting it out there, to now having it be in the Chicago Tribune, is putting it out there, getting in cyberspace, and then getting in the Chicago Tribune is that's pretty exciting. And it didn't take all that long once you did that press release. That was a couple of weeks, right?
Right. Well, even shorter than that.
Shorter than that. Okay, so you see it can happen quickly as well. So, well, my friend and my colleague, Joan Gale Frank, I'm excited. I wish you the very best. HomeSellersBlues.com, and then what's the blog, though? You want them to go to the blog?
My blog is House Selling Blues, all one word, HouseSellingBlues.com.
I'll have it on the site. I'll have it on my site. So HouseSellingBlues.com if you want to read more about beating those home seller blues. And we'll talk to you again in cyberspace.
Okay, great. Enjoy talking with you.
We'll see you next time. I'm Tracy Pattin. This is SizzleCaster.com.